Oh, way back, yeah.
They changed a bunch of their rules too. To make it a little All right, you done?
Yeah, good luck to you too. We've been struggling as of late. Alright, gonna get this one going here. Minneapolis versus OMG White. They played once already down in Richfield. Might have been the first game of the season even. And Minneapolis, I think, ended up winning 5-2. So, yeah, this should be a good rematch. All right, Nico plays that one far side. OMG with the centering pass. Picked up by Beckett, but then taken away, and a quick offsides. Got Owen taking face. Alright, face-off won by OMG. Grabbed by Dietz over to Beckett, tries to get ahead. Ends up with Brady. Oh, and gets stuck in the skates of a defender. Nico dumps one in deep. OMG coming out with it into neutral zone. Grady taps it ahead. That one's sent wide. Martin tries to hold it in. Off the body of a defender, comes back. Grady over to Travis. And Travis loses it in neutral ice. Nobody's really getting good possession of this puck on either team. All right, now OMG is going to fire one on into the body of Theo. Easy save. So face-off in OMG's zone. Face-off won by Owen to Dietz. Dietz tries to send it around. Picked up by OMG. Another shot into the belly of Theo. So couple shots on goal there for OMG. But kind of right in that M emblem on his jersey. All right, that comes back to neutral ice. There was Cam to break that up, sends it around. Still looking to get any sort of possession on the puck. No, Cam got a steal at the blue line, but picked right back and an offsides. Grant taking face off. Kicked ahead by OMG into their zone. Martin plays that back behind, gets it tapped out, but OMG holds it. And still in OMG zone, Grant flips one over to Brady. Brady plays it back behind. Oh, pass intercepted, try to get it up to Grant. Still held in by OMG. He was asking for trouble if he can't get it out of his zone again. All right, Grant fighting for it. Grady comes in. OMG comes out with it though again. And gets it back to their defender. Tries to fire a shot. That tipped off of Nico's stick. Picked up by Grant back behind. Martin there in the corner. And that one finally popped out. And that should be an icing. Nope, it was tipped. Alright, Beckett sends up to Travis. Patrick playing the body, far side. Oh, centering pass out in front. Goal. Oh, man. All right, not the start we were looking for. That gives OMG White a 1-0 lead. All right, face-off, won by Owens, sent in by Beckett on goal, but from so far out that really wasn't much of a threat. That one comes to Travis, who gets a shot on, goes to the body of the goalie. Owen tries to center, goes all the way through the middle, nobody's there. Got Patrick and Owen were fighting for that one, but OMG comes out. Dites up to Patrick. Patrick sends it all the way out. Alright, there's Travis, far corner. Skates it back behind. Lost his stick though. That pass came centering, but nobody was there except for a guy from OMG. Grady picks that one up. Gets sent up to Travis, who's got a little space. I think he got a shot off. Just went off the pad of the goalie. And OMG gets it right back out into the neutral zone. Grady sends that one all the way down. Just under 10 minutes to go, first period. All right, Grady plays that back behind. Gets it up to Cam, and who gets it to Downey. Downey back to Grady. Grady, thought he was going to get all the way through, but got stripped right at the end. All right, Martin up to Cam. Cam sends that in. Brady had to get back and wait for our guy to get back on sides. Otherwise, he had a little bit of room to work with. All right, there's Nico, far side playing it, gets it back to Beckett. Beckett tries to get one through off the stick of a defender. And back to neutral ice. Skates right around us. Nico takes a hit, open ice, and OMG comes out with it again. Centering pass, where are our guys? How do, like, there's no reason they should be able to make that pass so cleanly into the middle. Back into neutral ice. And Patrick's got it. And that's an ice in. Yeah, still continuing to look sloppy. Not being in the right position. Sloppy passes. All right, picked up by Grady. Gives it to Martin. Martin up. Oh my God. Tried to get it up to Patrick, who mishandled it and almost had a shot the other way. Travis coming in. Oh, gets tripped up in the last second. Made a nice move across the goal. That one fired in, went off of the skates of a defender. Martin keeps that in neutral ice. Cam comes in, pushes it up, past center. So 6:44 left to go, first period. Owen takes face off, gets it back to Dietz. Dietz sends one wide of the net. Beckett sends one on. We need somebody out in front. Owen. Owen had a chance to play that one on the blue line and kind of just fanned a little bit. Offsides. All right, Grant with the face-off. Pops out to OMG. Brady plays that over to Martin. Gets it up to Brady. Brady sends one up, and that's going to be an ice, probably. Yep. Oh yeah, we are out Casper tonight. He's standing on the bench down there in a protective boot. He broke his ankle today, so we'll be missing him probably until the new year would be my guess. Wow, quick shot on goal there from OMG. Theo covers. OMG wins that one again. Grant skated that ahead. Nico took the shot. We seem to just frantically shoot anytime we have a chance to, instead of trying to set anything up at all. Martin sends that one in. So a couple more shots on goal, but kind of like the other night, they're not very good shots. Ooh, all right, Owen was there to pick that, but then he got picked again and sent all the way out for an ice. Got 4:46 to go. First period, down 1-0. All right, Beckett taps out into Dites. Dites back to Beckett. OMG picks. It's Owen fighting for it down below. Picked up by Travis. Travis with the centering pass to Patrick, and it goes just wide. So decent look there. Dude, Patrick steals that in the corner. Gets taken down. I believe that's going to be a trip or a hook. Yep, looks like a trip. So OMG will send a guy to the box. And Minneapolis will go on its first power play of the night. That was the first penalty of the night. So it'd be really nice to capitalize on this one. Owen gets it back to Travis. Travis over to Owen. Owen over to Beckett. Beckett back to Grady. Back to Beckett. Well, I think that was supposed to be a one-timer, but went to Owen back behind the net. So Owen back behind again to Travis. Travis fires one on. Bouncing puck and goalie covered. Oh, and Owen's going to the box for sure. He took a whack at a kid with his stick, so that will end our power play. So now it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for 1:35. And then OMG will have 25 seconds left on their power play. All right, picked up by Beckett. Beckett tries to skate it through. All right, that comes back to Dites. Dites. Ooh, Dites with a nice pass there. Ended up going wide and couldn't find the stick. Beckett, who was waiting there. All right, Dites holds in. That one fired wide by OMG. Wow, another centering pass. Guy standing right on the doorstep. Luckily they missed that one. That's going to be another easy goal. All right, so Dites over to Beckett. Beckett flips ahead to Travis. Nice outlet pass, but wasn't handled, and OMG coming again. Nico putting a nice body on there. Beckett gets it up to Brady, who taps it into neutral ice, where OMG was just waiting for it. Beckett played that one back behind, gets it up to Dites. Dites gets it over to Patrick. Martin ends up giving that one back to their defense, who puts a shot on goal, comes out to Brady. Brady up to Grant. Oh, Grant tried to make a move. I think he tried a little toe drag there that didn't work. Oh, that pass comes right out to Grady. Grady pushes it over to Patrick, who sends one back behind. Both teams are full strength again, with just over a minute left to play in the first period. Alright, so OMG is going into the box again. So let's see if we can actually capitalize on this power play. Owen takes face-off, gets it back to Beckett, drops it back to Grady. Grady over to Travis, sends one deep, down to Owen. Ooh, that pass got centered. Beckett got a shot on goal with a rebound, but bounced all the way out. Grady gets that up to Travis. Travis sends one in, gets back to Grady, who tries to tip one back to the middle. Oh man, they got a little bit of a breakaway. And Theo covers. Yeah. 25 seconds left to go in the period. Grant gets that to Martin, who fans on it, but gets it back. Over to Dietz. Dietz up to Grant. Oh, man. Come on, guys. All right, Patrick. Oh, man. I couldn't get it. I went right through Patrick's skates. All right, so 3 seconds left to go in the period. We'll just call this one over. So Minneapolis continuing to struggle with scoring. Down 1-0 here in Maple Grove. All right, starting the second period, Minneapolis will be on the power play for 1 minute. That one won and picked up by Beckett, who fires one wide. Gets around to Grady. Grady fires one through the middle. That's Travis here trying to play it, and OMG grabs it, goes the other way. Grady pokes that puck away. Up to Beckett. Beckett's puts a shot on, but kind of right at the chest of the goalie. All right, up to Beckett, who gets it up to Owen, who gets it to, oh man, we had both Grady and Beckett. It's somehow in between both of them. All right, and OMG is full strength again. OMG with it, skates it in, and Nico's got it. Travis taps that one ahead to himself. He's got him and Grady. Grady, oh man. Another good opportunity. If we can keep doing that, one of them's got to go in. All right, picked up by Grant. Grant, oh, tries to center to Cam, but there was 3 or even 4 OMG guys sitting there. All right, Grant picks that one off. Downey is playing the puck. All right, pushed up ahead from Cam. Martin sends that one in deep again. There's Downey playing it low. And that comes all the way out, and icing is waved off. Martin gets that one up to Patrick. Patrick stops, fires, got a guy out in front, but got tipped away. Travis in the corner trying to make a move, picked up by Owen. All right, we're coming out with a little bit more intensity this period. All right, Dietz plays that back behind, and OMG sends it back to a defenseman who sends it wide. Another centering pass that was a little too strong. Patrick playing puck. And Patrick comes up with it, tries to get it up to Cam. All right, Dietz neutralized. All right, caught us on a shift. And Beckett got back there, and then they missed their pass. All right, Nico playing far side into the neutral zone. That was sent the wrong way by Grady. Beckett's there. Oh man, another centering pass out in front that they did not connect on. All right, picked up by Grady. Grady skating ahead. Oh, just gets bottled up, and yeah, they had to call the penalty on that. So Grady doing a nice job drawing the penalty. So third power play opportunity. We're still sorting out some of the penalty. So Minneapolis on the power play. And OMG comes out with it right away. Grady putting the pressure on him. Puck gets to Travis. Travis up to Nico. Nico tries to get it back to Travis. Gets it to Owen. Back to Grady. Grady's centering pass. A little strong to Beckett. So they don't connect. And OMG's bringing it back again. They fire a shot on. Big rebound. Another rebound. Not the power play we're looking for right now. We need to step it up. All right. Wow. Grady all the way up to Beckett. Beckett gets a backhand shot. Rebound pops out, but covered. All right, Grant takes face off. OMG comes out with it. 9.5 left to go, second period. 1 minute left to go on the Minneapolis power play. OMG still handling it. Looking like they're on the power play, but they're not. All right, Martin up to Brady. Grant sends one in. Grant playing the body underneath. Oh, comes out to Brady. And he centered it, but nobody was at that spot. All right, Brady has got it again. Gives it back to Grant. Grant gets it over to Dietz. Dietz tries to fling one in. Brady tried to tip it out of the air. All right, back to Martin. Martin over to Dietz. Dietz to Patrick. And both teams are full strength again. So not really doing much with that power play. Glove save by Martin. Really need to figure out how to score here. Owen takes face off, picked up by OMG, played back behind their own net. Cam gets it out, but ends up going to OMG, who sends a shot on. Big bouncing rebound on that. Oh man, centering pass, another save. We just are not protecting that inside at all. Yep, and that's another goal for OMG. Yeah, I feel like the confidence of our team is just not there right now. So Grant taking face off. That one comes back to Grady. And comes back into the OMG zone. Brady was playing that one corner. And Theo has to cover up another shot. Just under 7 to go in the second period. Owen gets it up to Travis. Travis tries to poke it ahead to himself. And that's going to be offsides. Not sure what happened there, but we just moved Patrick to taking face. All right, neutral ice. Dietz sends it over to Beckett. I don't even know what was the point of that shot from outside the blue line. Owen, oh, they missed the pass. I don't know if that went right through Beckett's legs or... Alright. And of course, didn't get the camera back on that one, but Beckett shoots and scores. So that'll make it 2-1 with OMG still leading. So that one had just bounced out to Beckett out in front, and just a nice shot in the corner. Brady taps that to Martin. Oh my God, you guys. Absolutely horrible pass. It was basically a centering pass to their guy. Nico fires a shot wide. Ooh, all right, Brady picks it up, tries to get a shot off. All right, Grant fires one off the stick of the goalie. It comes all the way out to Dietz. Dietz sends it up ahead. Oh, and they almost just centered pass back to us. That would have been a nice gift after the one we gave him. That one bounces up into neutral ice. Oh man, mishandled by a couple of our guys there. Beckett and Owen had a chance. All right, Martin picks that one up. It's coming right off the bench. Martin sends one in, gets a goal back for us. OMG now leads it 3-2. I forgot to put their last goal up on the scoreboard here, but yeah, so it's 3-2 OMG. A little over 4 minutes to go in the second period. All right, Travis picks that one up. Fires a shot on. All right, that one comes all the way out into neutral ice. Grady sends it back in. Martin is first to that one. Oh man, another pass out in front. All right, Martin sends it up to Patrick, who ended up losing it. The guy right out in front for OMG. Jeez, we got super lucky there. He hit the post. Another wide open OMG one-timer goal, or one shot. And luckily that one hit the post. So face off their zone. That one sent wide, but Theo put a stick out on it anyway. All right, that one pops out. Beckett's trying to play it ahead and was trying to go through two guys, got picked. So OMG coming the other way, which created a 2-on-1 that Grant did a nice job to break up. Downey is playing that on the far side with Cam. Dietz picks it up, but tapped away by OMG. Beckett sends it around for Downey. And that one pops out to their defender, who skates around one guy. Another attempted shot there. Oh man, and Becca just got picked again. Theo with the save. Another guy right out in front again. I mean, I don't know how many of those we can just hand them on a platter. It's like the fifth one this game. So that'll make it 4-2 OMG with under 2 minutes to go in the second period. All right, Nico gets it to Owen, sends one wide of the net. Another shot to the body of Theo. All right, Grady picks that one up. And that was off the skate of Owen back into neutral ice. OMG picks it up. Martin sends it up to Nico, who tries to pass it back to Owen, but off the mark and way off sides. I'm not sure why Beckett is firing from outside of the blue line. And he just sniped that one in. So I guess I shouldn't be questioning that one. So that makes it 4-3. OMG still in the lead. So now we just need to stop letting them score. And score a couple more and we'll be fine, but Beckett fires one. Oh, rebound comes out. Misplayed. Another one fired on. Right in the belly of the goalie. 24 seconds left to go in the second. That was Travis playing that down low. 10 seconds left to go in the period. And that should be the end of it. So going into the third period, OMG White leading Minneapolis 4-3. Then kind of back and forth there in the second period. Each team scored 3 goals there in the second. So we do have a game if we can continue to put in goals and protect the front of our own net. I know. 1-0 the first, and then they both score 3. All right, start of the third period. That one comes out to Grady, who ended up hitting the chest of a defender, and then Liam picks up the, well, kind of, I don't know what you call that, a rebound, but bounce off his chest and sends another one on goal. Owen takes face off, comes into the neutral zone for Grady. Sends it over to Martin. Comes down to Owen, tries to center. That one's sent all the way out. Beckett's going to be there coming off the bench. Sends one up the boards to Brady, who gets it ahead to Grant. And Grant just dumps and chases. Cam with him. Oh, centering pass, but man, we got to have somebody in front of the net if we're going to center the pass. Like, we just have not been having anybody there. All right, that one played ahead by Beckett, picked up by OMG. That pass was almost sent right to Brady's stick, just came in with a little too much heat. And OMG is coming the other way. OMG gave Dietz a little stiff arm there. All right, here comes Beckett. And they bottle him up, but Nico gets it back. Out in front, gets a shot on goal. That comes out to Martin in the neutral zone. Oh, pass. Tried to get over to Owen off of... Oh, all right, so Dietz got the shot off of Owen's stick. Almost rattled in, but grabbed by their goalie. Just under 13 to go. That gets to Travis, who sends one wide. Gets all the way out to Brady, who flips one in. Gets it down to Travis. Tried to give it back to Owen, but it was not Owen there. It was OMG there. So Brady up to Travis. He's got Owen with him, and there's Patrick tailing. Patrick sends one back behind the net, and OMG's going to break out with it again. Nope, Travis grabs it in the neutral zone. Alright, Patrick down below skates it, tries to center the pass, but OMG is there. So they seem to be in front of the net on defense. Martin tries to send that one through, ends up hitting the skate of an OMG guy, and then they go offsides. OMG comes out with that one. Fires a shot on. Theo covers. Got Grant taking face off. Picked up by Dietz. Dietz sends it around. Grant tips that one up into the neutral zone. Cam, Downey, well, now Dietz over to Beckett. Beckett sends one in on goal again, I guess. Beckett flips one up into neutral ice. Alright, that one picked up by Nico and skated across. Now picked up by Owen. Owen gets a shot off. Not really a good angle to do much with. Oh man, bouncing puck out in front. We may have got one or two shots off on that. Alright, OMG misplays that one on the far side. And a pass right to Brady. Oh, Brady shoots way high. All right, that one pops out to Martin, who ended up going offsides on that. Grant taking face off. Patrick flips that one in. Goalie catches it and drops it to his own guy. Martin's, oh man, that went all the way through the middle, and goalie covers. Kind of a weird bouncing puck going through. So just under 10 to play. Travis had picked that up. Oh, Patrick rifles one wide. OMG sends a shot wide. Grady there. Grant was there. And now Patrick comes in. Gets it to Grady. Grady's with Travis. Ends up having to shoot. Their guy dove. Couple more shots on goal out in front, and goalie covers. So nice opportunity. I don't think Grady had much chance to try to flip that over that diving OMG player. So probably the only option was to shoot. And almost turned it into a goal. All right, Dietz holds it in. Oh, gets it to Cam out in front, but couldn't actually. All right, gets back to Beckett, and he just fires one on the body. All right, Owen takes face off, wins it, gets it to Beckett, who brought it just over offsides. All right, OMG plays that back behind their own net. Comes back to neutral ice for Dietz. Dietz sends it over to Owen, who just taps it ahead. They tried to outlet pass that, but their guy was not even close to it, so Beckett picks it up. Sends it up to Nico, who taps it to Grant, but Grant wasn't paying attention. So now Beckett skates it up. Gets a backhand shot off. Nico was there for the rebound, but the goalie didn't give one up. Eight minutes to go here in the third. And that outlet pass gets all the way up to OMG, who gets a shot on. The rebound comes out. Grady gets to it. Gives it to Grant. Grant over to Brady. Oh, Martin. Now he's got to wait, though. And offsides. Hopefully there's not too many more stoppages in this game. I assume we only have the ice until 7:30. Oh my gosh, another one right out in front. And then another guy just hanging out in front that we're letting just sit there. And Theo covers. Alright, Dite sends that over to Travis, who, wow, they end up just giving, oh my gosh, you guys, the same thing. Guys right out in front, and nobody to cover them. Alright, Beckett makes a move around a guy, but loses it, and covered again by Theo. Alright, Owen taking face off. Gets it to Martin. Martin playing back behind, makes a nice move, but then gives it up in the middle. Oh, yeah. These passes that we're doing in the middle, and Theo just picks that one up. Yeah, they're going to score again if we keep letting them do that in the middle. So let's see if we can figure this out and clear our zone, which has been a struggle the last couple minutes. There we go, Cam. And it's coming back the other way. That one up into the netting. Alright, Grant on face-off. Goes all the way over to Martin, who tries to tap it ahead to Cam, but OMG comes out with it. Centering pass, nobody there this time. Downey skates it out and dumps one in. Nice stick there by Grant on the far side. Alright, Grady's there to pick that one up and send it ahead. Gets it to Nico. Nico tries to make a move, but ended up losing it. Alright, that comes all the way out to Grady. Grady gets it all the way up to Owen. Back to Nico. Brady holds that one in. Owen gets a shot. Ooh, another shot. I think Owen tried to tap that out of the air and in, but picked up by the goalie. 5 minutes left to go, third period. Still down 4-3. Gonna have to play with some urgency here. Well, Beckett flips that out into the middle. Don't love that. All right, Beckett playing it far side. Shoots one through the middle. All right, that one comes out to Travis. Skates around one guy. Travis, oh, I don't know if that was a pass or... But ended up getting down to Beckett in the corner. All right, there's Grant. But OMG picks it up. Oh, all right, now Travis has a little room. One guy to beat. Oh, goes into the body of the goalie. And lots of guys just crashing out in front of the net there. So 3:40 left to go. Well, right now the only stoppages we want would be a goal for Minneapolis, which would be great. Grady up to Martin. OMG mishandles that one. And easy glove save. Oh, girl. Oh, man. Downey tried to play that, lost his skates. That one fired high and wide by OMG. Tapped ahead by Grady up to Owen. Owen sends one in. 3 minutes to go left on the game clock. Owen gets it back to Martin. Back to Owen. Tries to get a centering pass. Blocked. Owen's still fighting for it. And that one comes out into neutral ice. Grady's there. Grady. Passed it right to OMG. They get a... And that's going to be a penalty. Yeah, he went down weird. I don't know if it was on Martin or, well, I mean, Martin got the penalty, but I don't know if what he did on that to get it. So either way, not good news for us with them going on the power play for essentially the remainder of the game. Which makes it hard for us then to be able to pull our goalie. Oh, there's Brady out in front. Oh, Brady gets a shot. And they come back the other way. Beckett just drops it back into the neutral zone. And Brady sends that one all the way up to Beckett. Beckett fires a shot on, but nobody was there for the rebound. Nico shoots one wide off the stick of a defender. Ooh, that gets to Dietz. He held it in. Wow, weird bounce in front of the net. Ended up going over the goalie. They're still on the power play. That one's sent across ice all the way up to Travis. Travis has Patrick. Oh, off the skate of a defender. Travis couldn't thread that one through. Had Patrick. Grady coming up with a little bit of speed. Patrick taps that away behind. There's 40 seconds left in the game. All right. Pick it up, Patrick. There we go. Gets it to Grady. Grady, that's going to be an icing. Nope. Goalie plays it. 20 seconds left to go. We now pulled our goalie, so we have 6 on 5. And they're going to end the game with 10 seconds left on the clock. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So that'll do it. OMG wins 4-3. So our slump continues. Hopefully can snap out of it. I believe our next game is Saturday. Scrimmage against Egan. Not sure what time that's at, though. So, another loss and a long drive home for us from Maple Grove in this blizzard. So, have a good night. Drive safe.